Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Copper Coin's Coin Roll Hunt Reveal E187, a 1955D plastic tube roll. How's everybody today? Wait for a couple of people to get in here, and I will go ahead and draw the chip. Chip is number 32. So we'll let a couple people get in here. I'll dump this roll, and we will get through it. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. Mine is not doing too shabby. Hey, Tyler, Otis, welcome. Go ahead and dump these out. I pulled them out of the Pipebomb when I was on Frosty's stream this morning. And that's that. We will get it rolling. Hey, Crispy, how you doing today? Dennis? First coin is for Frostbite. Good afternoon, P. Adams. Little Nick on the mint mark. Turn the light down just a little bit. Oh, sweet. We will look at about the first 10 reverses and we'll just look at the obverse. There's nothing really known for the reverse. Hey, Coin Junkie, how are you? Coin number 2 goes to Sissy. Sandigger, welcome. There is a really nice double die obverse for 55D. Yeah, I don't think many of them have ever really been found in rolls. There's a story out there about the 55 double die being found as change in cigarette packs. You used to put a dime in the machine and you'd get 2 cents back. I'm not sure if it was anything. Oh, there's a BIE. Die break in the middle of the B and E of Liberty. I mean, that's the only story I've ever heard. And I've heard of people finding them like in circulation. I've never really heard of people buying a BU roll and actually finding any. Could be wrong. Coin number 4 goes to Doug. Nice little double die clash right there. See if it's got that does have some more clashes right under the neck and down here. Very nice. That is the E of 1, and that is the NT of cent above it. That's actually a pretty nice die clash. That too, I mean, that was really one of the first that was publicly found. And a lot of the varieties really, I don't think, got popular till the late 60s. Coin number 5 goes to Jim. Seen this die a couple times so far. So far on next week's rolls, I've only got an 86D and a 60P roll, and the 60P roll is labeled with possible DDR, so I must have searched a sister roll of it in the past. I found it as I've been sorting through rolls and getting ready to put them in their new permanent location, and that one just sparked an interest with me. So we'll go with it. I will probably end up doing this. Looks like the ender. Same die as the last one. Probably end up doing 4 rolls this week. I'm not sure what the last 2 are yet. I do not think we'll be selling anything week of Christmas. But you will probably see me doing some sort of broadcasting, whether it's just roll digs or just searching stuff, or even maybe I'll get on while I'm identifying coins that we found in the reveals, and you guys get to see the process. Are they all from the same batch, Sand Digger? Are they all from different? See, this has been about 60% so far. I wish I could. I gotta ask Frostbite how to get that heart off the screen. Chuck knows how to do it, and I don't. Actually, the rack I'm using one of those steel, I think it's 3 foot by 18 inches by like 3 foot tall, and it's got 4 shelves. But each shelf can hold 400 pounds, so I can stack. I'm thinking of stacking boxes too high. So I think I can get 14, 28, 56 boxes on each rack. And then I'll have a spot for the overflow boxes to go, just to stack them up. Nice. That's cool. When did you do that one, Coin Junkie? I didn't see it. Did you broadcast it? The last time I tried to watch your broadcast, I was in Key West, and it just wasn't having it. I literally made it in, and I tried to chat, and I lost my internet. Coin number 9 goes to Josie. Different die pair here. We have been seeing the one die with the east-west die scratches across it. Oh, that's not a bad find. Some of those strike doubles in that era, in the 69 and 70s, can be really impressive. And I don't know if you guys are on Facebook on the Error and Variety News, but Ken Potter had a great post about the last 69S double die that was found. Not only was it double die, but it had a serious case of machine doubling too. So you can have a double die with machine doubling, which was very interesting. Good afternoon, Frostbite. Hey, how do you get rid of that little heart in the corner? Yeah, that was a good post. That's different too. Usually it's one side or the other. And I think that most of the time machine doubling happens during the ejection. There's something about the die being loose or something like that. Because they call it 3 different names and it is basically the same thing. There's machine doubling, strike doubling, and ejection doubling. And I do believe the term is relative to all the same thing. Coin number 12 goes to Dan. If I am incorrect, I hope somebody would correct me, but that has always been my understanding. Open the YouTube video, click Analytics. Live reactions. Let's see if I can do it right now. Customization. And it's gone. Thank you. I know Chuck knows how to do it, and I just never figured it out. Coin 13. We are moving right along. Nothing exciting going on. Seeing die pairs multiple times, like this one right here. Seen this one probably 60% of the coins in the roll. On 1955, right on the top of the B and the E, you see that a lot. I do believe that that is actually in the hub because you see it on multiple. The heart in the bottom corner by the chat is gone. Yeah, I used to have that, and when I do it, let me see. Options, preferences, capture with grids. I think I've tried this before. Somewhere in here there is something. Cursor. All right. Well, let's see if that shows anything, or if I just messed everything up. I don't see the cursor, so I'm thinking that that didn't help. There's another one of that die. You guys see a cursor? I don't think that will work because I'm doing a screen capture. But let me see here. Preferences again. Let me go down to... I know it was in here somewhere. Cursor. I just don't know. There's somewhere in my program I can make it to where I get this little hand and you see the hand going through. Let me see it here. I'll play with it. I will try to get the cursor back. Me and Chuck worked on it for so long the last time, and when my hard drive crashed, I lost it. The good thing is that the actual program works way better. I can change the lighting. I used to have to let Windows manage the lighting. I'll have to call you for that because I don't have a mouse key. I would have to go into settings and all that. Uh-oh. Why, Dan? Moving back home or? I've had some good times in Louisiana. Good afternoon, Richard. How are you? I think I had the best meal I ever ate. I let Chef Tony feed me. Man, did he do good. It had to be about 18 courses. All right. Seen this die before. It's got the little die dent in it. No, we're getting a bunch of bad weather coming in here. It's windy out. We got some big gusts. Oh, look at that. That's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different die clashes on this one. I thought I saw it right down here too. Yeah, there's multiple. Coin 17 goes to Parvis. I got to email Parvis. I've been emailing back and forth, and I need to reply to his last email to me. Almost forgot. Oh yeah, well, the shortest day of the year is in under 2 weeks. So even though they kind of quit moving, but I think you start gaining minutes at the night faster than in the morning. I think you still lose time in the morning when the days get start getting longer. I know my wife hates, she's so looking forward to not having to drive back and forth to work. She hates driving in the dark. Especially this time of year when all the snowbirds come down, it gets kind of crazy on I-75. All right, Frosty, congratulations. I remember doing all that stuff with my kids. It's a long time ago. The good thing about having kids when you're young is you get to do a lot of stuff with them. Seen this die before too. This is the one with the BIE on it. But boy, I've got kids now that are old enough to be grandparents. I've seen that die. That's right. Well, there's only been about 5 different die pairs in this roll. Unfortunately, there it is again. So a lot of BIE cents going out. BIEIO, that's right. Hey, Dime Bag Coins, how are you today? Hope all is well. There's the one with the die dent, and there should be multiple die clashes right there. Look at that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. At least 4 die clashes. believe, is that the O in 1, I believe. They are. There are even 60. There's a lot of them, especially in the small date. There's a lot of BIE. Of course, the small date. There's the same die right there. There is a lot of breaks and cracks in those dies. That is one of the reasons that they changed to the large date. Was because the dies weren't holding up. And after 1960, while there's still BIE cents, I mean, there's BIEs all the way into the 80s, I believe, maybe even later than that. They're not as common as they were, like you say, in the mid to late 50s. 55S has a lot of them. There's one right there. That's got the O die clash on it too. So anybody do anything good this weekend? Yeah. I even think that there's some in the 2000s, but they're not like this roll. There's probably going to be 5 or 6 in this roll. Where when in the 90s, if they noticed that, they pulled that die right out of service, I think. I would love it if the Mint would make a new video on how they create dies, because I am convinced that they've got new machinery or something. There's just too much stuff. And I think it was in 2022 also. I just don't think people looked, because now all of a sudden 2022 is getting double die reverses. Chuck will be having a everything starts at $1 sale coming up. That sounds exciting. See what Santa Claus has to offer. I'm going to take this part of the roll and wrap it up so I don't have a disaster on my floor. And right now my floor is cluttered with boxes of rolls of coins. Coin 28 goes to Mickey. Mickey is missing. Where is Mickey? He's usually here. Ah, boy. I feel your pain, Dan. My wife is panicking so much. For years, she has, I want to retire. I want to retire. And now she's got a date when she's retiring. And now she's panicking. Are we going to be okay with money? Are we going to be okay with money? It's like, well, we won't know, but I think we're going to be okay. But we won't know until you retire. But in the meantime, quit worrying, because it's something that you can't change. We've tried to prepare for it our whole life together. And I mean, if we did it right, we did it right. If not, we'll have to change it on the fly. Next coin is for Carl. She was planning on working till September, but her business is probably either the end of January or end of February, is selling her property. And we don't want to move. The only way to stay within the company is if we wanted to move. So I says, what's the difference? And she basically said about $30 a month. And I was like, well, if $30 is a make or break money, we couldn't afford to retire anyways. And coin 32 is the giveaway. Man, am I on a roll. I think that's 5 in a row. Goes to Jordan. Man, he's lucky. He got one last time. Boy, no matter how hard I thought it was going to show up, and it didn't. So let me write this to give away for Jordan. Jordan. He gets a $5 credit to the reveals. I will put that right here. And this goes here, and we can move on. Next one is for Paul. How did Dan do? Dan was lucky that night, and my 1818 didn't come in. Is your family from New Orleans, Dan? Coin 34 is for Parvis. Well, don't put your surgery off too long, because that kind of surgery isn't something. 39p DDRs. Were they attributable or were they just random? So many of the late 30s, early 40s DDRs are not attributed, especially the Philadelphia Mint. All right. And another normal coin. I'm thinking this roll is going to be no varieties. That last 85D roll did have an RPM East. I am convinced that is an RPM now. And it will be a new listing coming up. Hopefully the 86D rolls that I got with that batch of 85D rolls will be productive also. 85 or 86D is actually a pretty tough roll to come across. Originally wrapped still. It is crazy, but boy, they got some good food there. Like I said, I think the best meal I've ever had in my life was from there. Oh, if they're really thick, yeah. And that's what's wrong with the P. I mean, I wish they would have put mint marks even on the P, because the mint mark, that's one of the best markers that you can have. There are many double dies that are listed, especially the class 6 DDRs, that's basically your marker is the mint mark. Same dies over and over. I knew this was a nice roll when I opened it up. It had been in that it is got the kind of stains and condition that those Pipebomb rolls get. But I don't think they have sold those. I don't even know what era those rolls are from. It seems like you don't get much beyond earlier than 1955. I think I've seen a 54 roll in the Pipebomb. And you don't get much after like 62 or 63. Actually, I got a 66 roll in it, but you get a lot of 60s, 59s, 58s, and stuff like that. Even 55s, you get quite a few in these Pipebomb rolls. I had an email, and somebody asked where to get them, and I don't even know what they were originally called. I always just referred to them as Pipebomb rolls because they got the two caps. And I did a search, and I couldn't find any information. That's something, if anybody knows what those rolls were originally called and marketed as, send me an email and let me know. Because that's a question I get quite frequently. There is a little teeny struck through plus a die clash. I hope to get some. I'm going to search a bunch of rolls over the holiday. I've got about 2 boxes of stuff that was on my desk over the last 2 years. That it's like when Chuck comes, I roll it into a box, and I've got to get through it. I'm going to get through that. That's my goal, and I know there's a lot of variety coins stuffed into rolls. So it looks like this roll is going to be a bust, unfortunately, but it's always good talking to you guys. The coins in Megreg tubes usually they're just a pain in the butt to get out. They're even harder than the Pipebomb rolls. I actually found a couple rolls of those that I might do reveal on. I think I found a roll of those that are 54D. I found some 61D Pipebomb rolls. But I think the coins might be pretty spotted, not with black spots, but with actually green growy spots. I think I saw one. But if my memory serves me correctly, those have a bunch of RPM 63 or 4 in them. Next coin is for Paul. See what our friend Paul gets. No RPMs, a lot of die clashes and some BIEs. That one die clash, and I think you got it, Doug. That one is really nice. See, now that would be a die clash that I would keep. A matter of fact, I just found a die clash in my pocket change yesterday, and I actually kept it. I don't keep a lot, but it was pretty good and pretty clear. So I kept it. I'll show you guys after I get done with the last coin. I think it's on my desk here. That's what I did yesterday. I actually did search a big pile of pennies yesterday, or cents, and didn't find a whole lot. I think I found, well, what did I find? I think that's the die clash. That or that's the die clash. Oh, possibly one 56D RPM, but it's like really circulated. Oh, let me get this. And you can barely see it, but I think it's RPM number 5, which is a toughie. But it didn't, I was surprised. The die clash I got didn't have the prison scent. Those are the ones that have the real hard, heavy prison scent are cool. This is coin 50, and I'll see if I can drum up that die clash real quick. Nothing for varieties in the roll. Let me see. Is this the 93? I think that is. I think that's the one with the die clash. Yeah, there it is right there inside the bays. And then it's on this side too. Kind of cool. You can see it in the top of bay 4, the bottom of bay 3, the middle of bay 4. And you go up. And you can see it in bays 8 and 9. That's kind of a neat die clash. So I kept it. 10.5 pounds of his piggy bank. Yeah, I got to go through dimes and quarters. I went through all the nickels. Found a bunch of stuff in my nickels. But I haven't went through the dimes and quarters yet. Quarters are just tough to find stuff in. I get bored with quarters real easy. And there's probably tons of stuff to find because I don't think a lot of people actually look at quarters. They all hunt quarters to find silver. And that, I don't know, that always kind of gets to me because there's so much more to find than silver. That's like $50 hunts. I get it that there's a lot of silver in there, but there are so many good things to find. But anyways, I want to thank everybody for joining me today, and I will be back tomorrow at 5:30 with... All right, where is it? Where's that roll at? Well, I know it's here somewhere. Well, shit. Afraid that was going to have to par down. I guess I don't have it. Oh, is this it? Nope. This is it. All right. Seattle branch of the Fed Reserve. That's the next roll. But anyways, hope everybody has a great night, and I will see everybody around, probably on other people's streams. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.